Welcome back to Dicing with Death, everyone. This How's it going? I forgot to unmute Ryan, so he's just talking at us. His mouth is moving, but there's no
I'm used
sound
to it.
coming out. There we go.
It's not like anyone cares what I have to say, anyways.
You're just the DM.
Eh,
Eh.
put on put on some spooky music and roll some dice, and my job's taken care of.
It's kind of like that. I get the spooky version of that song you wrote for Dicing with Death,
Uh huh.
with the
Oh
dice
yeah,
shaking in the
the
background.
ambiance. That's pretty much all I do here, right? 'Cause today I don't even have my dice. I'm rolling the GM rolls for myself and roll
Oh,
20. Not as
tough.
fun and definitely not as ominous.
You know what? I can't find that song. Wait, nope. Here we go. Dicing with Death. Contributing artist, Hobgoblin. Album, Dicing with Death.
Are you playing that now?
No,
Oh,
I just was thinking of it. Okay, I proceed into the sewers below my house.
yes. So you walk down the sloping sandstone passage. Ominous music playing in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Super scary music.
And you reach the end of the hallway
Mm-hmm.
where there's still the stone door that you would put there in place, but on the edges of it you can see red handprints.
I shake my head. Kierkegaard's gonna have to build a better
Nice
door.
fingerprints.
I open the door. If it's not already open, I take it it's already open though.
It's not open.
No?
Nope.
I work my way and slide the door open if I can.
Yeah, you're strong enough to get it slid open, avoiding the blood stains in the process.
I poke my head into the hallway, look both ways with my sword shining out in front of me.
Yeah, roll a perception check.
11. It's the lowest I
You
can
don't
roll without rolling a 1.
you don't see anything, and the trail of blood ends in the river of sewage before you.
I approach the river and I look to see if it comes out on the other end.
Roll a perception check, or any other check you can come up with. But I guess probably should be a lot of perception checks.
20, one shy.
You don't see any on the other end, no.
Well, to my left is the short section of sewer that ends with the grate, right? The grate
Yeah.
in the pipe.
To your left there, yeah, there's a grate at about head level, spewing forth a shit waterfall.
Mm-hmm.
And to your right is the passageway with the river, the shit creek right down the center.
What are the dimensions of the grate again? Is it like 3 by 3?
It's about 2 feet high, and it covers most of the width of the passage. So it's maybe like 2 feet high and like 5 feet wide.
Okay.
You could cram through it if you really wanted to.
I don't. I go the other way, and I keep my eyes on either side of the tunnel, or of the sewage area, for prints. And since I've got my sword shining just above it, I think that they should be easy to spot, but that's Quilner's idea.
Is it GMR or GR?
GR.
Okay. You start walking down this hallway,
Mm-hmm.
Down this passage, clinging to the side wall to avoid stepping into the river. When you look up and you see maybe 50 feet in front of you, a humanoid figure curled up in the fetal position in the middle of the shit creek, rocking back and forth.
I hurry after it and say,
"Break to a jog."
Yeah.
As you get closer,
Mr.
you hear him.
Rose Garden. Rose Garden.
You hear him whispering to himself. Ratcleaver, Ratcleaver, Ratcleaver. He doesn't notice your approach, nor appear to recognize whatever you decided to address him as.
I slow it down. I guess I have my sword drawn already, and get to the opposite side of the tunnel that he's kraut curled on? Because I take it he's not in the
His
sewer.
back is to you. He's plopped in the center of the tunnel,
Okay.
just sitting in the sewage, rocking back and forth.
Okay. I pause for a moment, and then with one hand, I try and undo the buckle on my belt, and then I pull the scabbard of my sword off of the belt, lean
Uh
it
huh.
against this wall, and then I try and keep redo my belt all with one hand.
I'm confused. Say that again.
I want to take my scabbard off my belt,
Okay,
but while I
that is
keep holding my
doable.
short sword. Yeah.
Yeah. The figure does not pay you any attention.
I get my scabbard, and I hold it at arm's length, trying to keep as much distance between me and as possible, and I poke him with the scabbard.
He gives a shudder and looks up at you. Uh, you see a gaunt, the face of a gaunt man, a wispy mustache, pronounced features, long pointy nose, and buck teeth. And he looks up at you. Oh,
Do I recognize him?
roll an intelligence check.
27.
You are pretty confident you have never seen this man before in your life, although you have never actually met Master Rosegrove. You just met the maid. What do we call it? The nanny, and you saw a few kids scampering around.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I poke him again with the.
He's looking at you. I mean, you got his attention, but all he
Hey,
said,
buddy, are you okay?
he turns and starts standing to his feet. Moves slowly though. He's just dressed entirely in rags.
I take a few steps
Shit,
back.
shit-soaked burlap. He smells like sewage.
Brian, I
Mm-hmm.
ready an attack if he closes with me quickly. I get my short sword. My short sword is kind of at my side, but still up,
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Okay. You don't notice any weapons, obviously, although he's wearing like baggy clothes. He could very easily have a blade hidden somewhere.
Right. What is the Ratcleaver? Who is the Ratcleaver? I also take a good look around me right now because I've been making eye contact and staring at this guy, and so I'll take an
Mm-hmm.
opportunity to glance around everything, and then I go back to keeping a very close
Sure.
eye.
Roll a perception check.
God, there's so many perception checks. A perception check for anything that should be a 26, not a 25.
Yeah, you're pretty confident you two are alone in this hallway. So you ask, what is the Ratcleaver?
Mm-hmm.
A berserker, a beast beneath.
Where? Show me.
He points to one of the gratings off to your left, his right.
How do I get down there?
He gives you a crooked smile and gestures for you to follow.
I don't think I'm going to like this. I follow him.
So he gets down on all fours and crawls into this 2-foot wide sewer grate.
Ugh.
It is. Let me grab my map to double check which one it is. Headphones. So it is, as you are walking in, it is the third on the left.
Okay.
And he crawls in, and you hear a splash as he lands on the ground beneath.
Hold on. I need to write down the sewer grate number. I feel this is going to be important.
You never know.
At least we're not doing that. It's the third right on your left sort of thing anymore. That thing drives
What do
me
you
crazy.
mean?
we used to give directions as like, oh yeah, it's the fourth right on your left, which makes absolutely no fucking sense and would drive us crazy. No.
You
Or
mean instead of
there was
saying
a
it's
day of that or
you
something.
mean it's never yonder door? We would
Well, it
instead
would
say,
be like no, that was the after the yonder door phase or the yonder whatever
yeah,
phase was the like giving nonsensical directions. That way you could never follow them later. Never mind. It was a thing. It was
yeah.
a thing for a while.
It was a shorthand to say, okay, your PC can get there, but I'm too lazy to come up with explicit directions.
Exactly. Third left on your right. What is that? What is the third left on my right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So do you descend?
Oh yeah, I slip in, bringing my sword with me.
And you drop to the floor. It's only about an 8-foot drop, so you don't actually have to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so as you're falling, I mean, you notice that the door or the floor of this room is sloped, so the rim is dry, but there's like a pool of sewage in the center and it flows outward.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I gave you 5 seconds to declare something, but you didn't, so you just land in the sewage.
Yeah,
And
I
smell. You
yeah.
smell now. So you land in the puddle of sewage.
I kind of
In this
figured
room.
climbing through this grate, I was climbing through sewage anyway.
Sure, fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah,
This is
I'm
the easy
already
section
dirty.
to
There's no
be
point in
like,
trying to.
I'm an acrobat. I dodged the sewage.
No.
But no, splash. The room. It's only maybe 12 feet by 12 feet wide, a square room. The sewage flows from that grate above you, pools in the center, and then flows down a hallway leading out of this room.
I look for the man. Is he here?
He's standing there. Yeah, he's got a stooped posture.
I look to him for direction.
There is only one doorway from this room. He gestures for you to follow.
I follow.
Yeah, he scampers down this hallway. You go maybe 100 feet and pass a fork.
Mm-hmm.
Left and right, but he continues straight.
Oh, so that it's left, right, and straight forked? It's a three-prong. It's a trident, right?
It is like a four-way intersection.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But I mean, from my perspective, it's a trident. It's three paths. I guess not trident shapes. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, so it's like a four-way. It's perfectly.
Yeah, it's an intersection.
Square. Yeah, it's a four-way intersection. There's identical-looking hallways off to your left and right. There's this stream of sewage down the center, but you're able to keep your feet out of the sewage by walking along the edge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I stick to the edge, but I don't care if I get dirty anymore. I'm already covered in shit. Who cares at this point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you get maybe another 100 feet, and you come to another intersection. However, this time I am rolling you. Oops. Well, that was your surprise roll. You're not surprised as you roll initiative and you hear the splashing and the scattering of small claws against the stone as you pass the second intersection. This mysterious figure is maybe 10 feet in front of you, so he's already passed the intersection.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I roll a 3 for my initiative.
So you get the jump, even though you don't have your weapons drawn. You get the jump. You hear the scampering, and you look to your left.
What do you mean don't have my weapons drawn? My short sword is our light source.
Oh, okay, yes, absolutely. You have your short sword drawn.
Okay, I grab blood
So you
letter.
see 3 giant rats bounding down this hallway.
I take short sword in hand and skewer at the first rat that comes my way. I'll hold my action until the rats get to me, then stab at them.
Yeah, absolutely. Roll the hit.
D20 plus 3 with my short sword. 15?
Hit.
For 4 damage.
I think that is an auto kill. So much easier with
Dice?
With dice.
So much easier with dice.
I should have brought my dice. It's just a small bag. Yeah, that is a go. Go ahead and roll your second attack.
17.
Hit.
5. I skewer the second rat.
Also a kill. So only one remains. Which lunges at you. Alright. Whatever. You can see these rolls. I'm lazy. That's 16. Does that hit AC?
Yeah. No! No, that elven chainmail. Oh, God, it's beautiful. 18 armor class.
Yeah. Okay. So the rat scratches uselessly against your chain. Roll initiative.
D10 plus 1. 5.
Doesn't matter. You go first.
Doesn't matter. You go first. D20 plus.
Spoilers.
Are these more rats?
It's just this one rat.
Okay. D20 plus 3. 7 to hit the rat. And then Bloodletter comes around with a 21.
That is a hit. It's not a crit.
5 damage.
Skewer the third rat. So they hardly even touched you, and you now have a pile of giant rat corpses at your feet. And your anonymous guide is continuing to bound down the sewer.
The rats came from in front of us or to the side of us?
They came from the side. So you came to another intersection, and the rats came from your left.
Right. Okay, that's what I thought.
Your guide continued straight ahead.
I look up and down. I look through all the hallways, or just glance about quickly. Is there anything else that looks suspicious?
Roll a perception check.
25.
Define suspicious, but no, I don't think. I mean, there's no more rats coming. There's
okay.
no. Yeah.
Okay. I run to catch up with him.
Yeah. So you catch up. You notice he doesn't have a light source.
Mm-hmm.
But he's still continuing to bound down the sewer. You catch up with him just as he's rounding a corner. So there's another 4-way intersection.
Mm-hmm.
And he takes a turn down the corner.
Okay. I chase after him.
And you enter a room. Maybe 50 feet down the hallway. And another hallway comes out at the far end. And in fact, 4 hallways. So it's a room 30 by 30. You come in one hallway, there's one directly opposite you, and then there's one on the left and the right wall. Does that make sense? So a 30 by 30 room with an
intersection. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he walks in the room he slows down as he enters the room and walks towards the far wall.
Okay, I follow after him by 10 feet.
Okay. As soon as you step into the room, you realize there are 3 other people. The word "people" used loosely here in the room.
Okay. Bloodletter's still in my left hand, by the way. I never.
Roll for initiative.
Okay. 4.
4. You go first, regardless.
Why do I roll initiative then?
This is my way of telling you can stop under certain circumstances.
Okay.
We'll get to it eventually.
A D20.
It'd be nice to have an identify spell.
It would be so nice, but also not. I like not knowing. There's some
Hmm.
there. It brings out the magical quality of these weapons and these items
Oh,
when
yeah.
there's effects that you don't fully understand.
Mystery.
I like it. I hold my attack and shout out the creature. Who are you? What are you doing here?
Okay. There's not one but three. They were lurking in the
Right,
corners.
right. But shout out to the one of them. Like I pick one and yell at it.
Hmm. They appear roughly humanoid. They have cloaks drawn tight around them, and they leap at you immediately,
Okay.
um, wielding weapons.
Yeah.
So did you say you triggered attacks
Yeah.
as they hit you?
15 to hit.
So um, a 15 is a hit.
5 damage. And bloodletter on the same guy is a 7.
7 does not hit. All right. So you 5 damage does not kill. All right. Much to this creature's surprise, you plunge your blade into its gut. You see a stooped humanoid creature with a furry snout, wielding a blade and wrapped in rags. It plunged. It looks. This one actually looks surprised that you were able to stab it, and just stares at you in shock. Doesn't actually make an attack, but its two comrades leap in and get you in the flank. Um, plus 3, an 18, and a 17. Nice.
Ooh.
One of those is a hit, isn't it?
One is a hit. Ouch.
Dealing you 5 damage with a short blade. Short
Oh,
sword.
well done, you little bastard.
They're about your height, but their posture lends them a little small, makes them a little smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have rodent-like noses and claws
Whiskers?
and whiskers and red eyes, staring up at you, and they lick their lips greedily. Roll. No need to roll initiative again. You go first.
All right, I bring my sword, my short sword, to bear on this first one. Did all 3 surround me, or just one?
They're not surrounding you. They're sort of like you're facing one, and then the other two are like at your other side.
All right, but so they're kind of in a row, and I'm backing up to make sure they don't surround me as I fight with them.
Yeah, one of them is actually blocking the step to block the doorway.
Okay.
So if you want to get away from them, it's forward further into the room.
All right. Short sword to strike. 15.
15 is a hit.
3. Fuck.
3. You did 5 last time.
Yeah.
No, he falls to a knee, but he's still alive.
Okay. I ignore him and go for a different one with the bloodletter. 16.
Roll for damage.
G4 plus 2 is a 5.
You
5
regain 2 points of HP.
Yes.
And the creature shouts, "It burns! It burns!"
Foul beasts, who are you? Where did you come from?
They respond with claws. The one that you ignored that was at his knee strikes you in the back. For only 1 damage. You saw it coming at the last minute, but he still nicks you with his dagger.
Okay. What about the one that was on the ground? Did he make an attack too? The one that went to a knee?
Yeah, he's the one that just stabbed you.
Okay. On my turn, I guess I look back and shout at him. I was going to let you live.
Your guide is laughing in the center of the room.
5 to hit.
He's not doing it. He looks like he's just watching the battle.
And 7 to hit. I thrust with my short sword, missing somehow, and bring Bloodletter around to slash at his face. Can't find purchase. I've rolled a lot of 2s today on d20s. A lot of 2s. I've rolled like 5. At least 4.
Better than 1s.
Just barely.
Okay. So they hiss and lick their wounds and proceed to scatter. You can take as many attack opportunities as you can justify given your class and level.
I will definitely take one at the wounded man.
You wounded 2.
The most wounded one, the one that went down to a knee.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I didn't wound 2. I only wounded 1.
You wounded 2. You ignored the first one you hit and moved on to the next. I believe, right?
Yeah, but I missed, I thought.
No, you hit.
Oh, no, I did hit. I hit for 5. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I blanked out for a moment. Natural 1. I shouldn't be complaining about 2s. 5. It's fail.
Was that your short sword?
Yeah.
Yeah, your hands are covered with sewage water. You lose grip, and you see your glowing blade fall with a splash to the pool of shit that you're standing in.
It's still glowing, though, right?
Yeah, it's still shedding dim light throughout the room.
Okay.
But you're too distracted to take your other opportunity attacks.
Yeah. I try and retrieve my sword as soon as possible.
And the creatures scatter. 2 going down the hallway from which you came, 1 taking off to your left.
Okay. I throw Bloodletter at the one on the left. Wait, is the one on the left the most seriously wounded one?
They've all scattered. So, no, the one on the left was the less wounded one.
Alright, I will still throw Bloodletter at him.
What is going on in your chat? This is boob cam stuff.
Twitch changed their policies on what's allowed, what you're allowed to stream.
No way, so I can show my boobs now?
No. It used to be that men can be topless whenever they want. But now everyone must be wearing a shirt at all times, and you can't be emphasizing breasts or sexuality. It should be about the game and not about looking at boobs.
So I can't even take my shirt off now?
No, men are now forbidden from taking their shirts off on Twitch.
Sorry, chat. All of our future donation reward plans have been shattered.
Yeah, it was really just going to be Ryan in different poses, taking off a shirt. We've done a photo shoot with him in different poses before.
Quit.
This was going to be better.
That was very sexual. Not allowed.
Did she bring you more food?
No, she kissed me on the face.
Okay, I wasn't looking. I throw Bloodletter.
That's like as unsexual as
you throw?
I throw Bloodletter, back attack style, at the guy that's
YOLO.
Come on, natural 20. 21, natural 14.
Did you just... 21 is a hit.
Did she just grab your butt?
No, I think she filled up my wine glass and then took it and walked away.
I get backstab damage though, right?
No, he's expecting this.
He's running away down a hallway.
But he still knows you're there and armed. Backstab is like if you get the jump on a creature and they don't know you're there yet. You know the rules.
Yeah, I changed them for my
groups,
and so I thought they would be changed here, but then of course they're not. Why would they be changed here?
I'm still more lenient than the rules dictate.
Oh, I know. I totally know, but yeah. No,
in fact, I think pretty much every DM who DMs second edition the backstab is totally useless as it is.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll roll damage anyway. RD4 plus 2, 4 damage.
That actually brings him down.
Yes! I run after him and retrieve
How much did you heal before?
5.
You regain the full 2 HP.
Yes. I chase after and grab my dagger out of the creature's back.
Easy enough. You hear laughter behind you.
I turn around to look at the man. And
He's standing in the center of the room giggling.
Short sword out, Bloodletter out, I walk over to him.
You don't have your short sword out, it's laying in a pool of shit.
Oh shit, that's right. I go back and pick up my short sword, which I should be able to find because it is glowing.
Yeah, it's glowing, you can find it, but that doesn't help the fact that it's disgusting and wet. I'm going to give you a -1 to hit.
Fair
because
enough.
it's so slippery.
Yeah. Okay. I glare at the man and say, "What the hell were those creatures?"
There's back. He cocks his head. Rats. You've got rats.
Motherfucker.
He spins in a circle.
I follow behind him if he walks.
He didn't immediately. He spun in a circle. But
I
then
push him then. I give him a shove to get
you
him
shove
going.
him. He regains his balance and continues walking straight.
Hmm.
Okay, so you follow?
Mm-hmm. I do chase after him.
Alright, so this passageway only goes a few feet before it descends down a staircase, which widens. You see light flowing in at the base of the staircase.
Okay.
Right.
Um.
So you're a few feet behind him. He steps down the base of the staircase where
One moment. We never resolved whether or not I put my scabbard back on my belt.
Okay, whatever you'd like.
I would like to have it back on my belt.
Okay, your scabbard is back. You put it back on your belt at some point during that walk.
Okay, cool.
Short ways. Okay, so the staircase, it's what you call it? It's like a wedge shape, so it starts like 5-6 feet wide, and then opens up as it descends into this room. Like I said, you see light shedding in. You can't exactly look into the room yet because you're still descending the staircase. But as your guide reaches the bottom of the staircase and steps into the room, he announces, "We have company."
I kick him in the back.
He's okay. I
If,
mean,
if he's not close enough, then I don't. But
not. You can move and kick him.
yeah, I step forward and I kick him in the back, like into the room.
Yeah, roll the hit.
Ugh, 9, including back attack. Not including surprise.
Yeah, you miss, and he steps into the room. This room is much wider. It's maybe 25 by 25. And at the center of the far wall is a small barred grating that opens up into sunlight.
Mm-hmm.
Like a porthole on the wall.
I look.
There's a hallway to your left and right. But out. Let me roll a surprise for you. You're not supposed to tell your PCs that you roll these things, but
You're really not. It ruins the immersion of the game.
well, I mean, either you get surprised or you get hit with an attack, and then
There is no surprise
it's
in
about
this.
resolved immediately.
Yeah.
Regardless, you see stepping out of the shadows 4 more of those creatures, and your guide steps to the center of the room and turns to face you and starts chanting again. Ratcleaver.
I start to step up the staircase backwards, keeping an eye on him, and pulling out, and getting my swords in a defensive position.
Sure, yeah. Short sword in your right, bloodletter in your left. You back
Yeah.
up the staircase.
Slowly.
Right. Yeah, these furry, whiskered humanoids fan out to either side of your guide, and they now face you. But you're backing up the staircase. How far do you back up?
I just get to the doorway.
You're in the doorway. I thought you were backing up the staircase.
Yeah, I thought the staircase. Oh, there's no
Okay,
doorway
it's
above this.
top of this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you can no longer see what's going on in the room. Roll a perception check.
17.
Not gonna do it. All right. You can't see anything going on in the room below.
And not even through the light of my blade. 60 feet.
No, it's like at where you are. It's obscured by the ceiling. That makes sense.
Oh, I
So
see.
You see down a staircase, but you can't see into the room from your current vantage.
Fuck this, Qualnir says under his breath. I'm not afraid of rats. and I bound down the staircase and say, "Man, where are you? Who are you? And who the hell is the Ratcleaver?"
They look like they were about to lunge, but then they start looking back and forth to each other. And your guide says, "Would you like to meet him?"
Yes. Take me to the Ratcleaver.
All five, your guide and then the 4 rat men, step backwards into the wall of the room. One of the 4 scampers
Like,
down.
into the wall of the room?
No, just against the walls.
Oh, okay.
In the shadows. And one of the four rat people runs down your left passage.
Okay. I start to walk
Eerie
past them,
silence descends.
and as I get parallel with them, I look to one of them and I say, "What happened to the man that was dragged out of his house up in the city?"
He looks up at you and he says, "Ours."
Is he dead already?
Alive. For the first time.
Alive. I run.
You
I
hear?
bolt.
You run?
Yeah. Like towards the Ratcleaver.
Oh, towards him.
Yeah. No, not towards the guy that I'm talking to, but towards the direction of toward the implied direction of the Ratcleaver.
You don't necessarily. So you're in this room, 25 by 25.
Mm-hmm.
There's the stairway you came in, and there's a hallway to your left and right.
Mm-hmm.
One of the 4 rat men went down the left hallway.
And the others pressed themselves against the wall. Not the wall of a hallway, the wall of the 25 by 25 room.
Yes. You're impressed with how well they hide.
Okay.
I mean, you know they're there, but
that's pretty good.
They're clearly pretty. As an expert thief yourself, you're impressed with how well they're able to hide in the nooks and crannies of the corners.
Oh, my climb walls is 83. I totally passed that check. Hell yeah.
Instead of just regular past it, you totally.
I totally passed it because it was close. I thought it was a 60, and you gave me 10, and then we rolled a 68, and I was 2 off from missing it. Never mind. Doesn't matter. So unimportant. I stand around in the room and kind of is it the floor stone? Is there shit on the floor?
It's the same. It's stone, but there's puddles of water, and it's actually draining out that porthole in the wall.
The one that has light in it?
Yes.
Okay.
So you were saying you were lunging at something? Can you elaborate?
No lunging.
Oh, okay.
No lunging. I was going to run after something, but this time I decide to start walking in the direction of the one that scampered off. That would be down the left path.
Mm-hmm.
I proceed down that path with caution. Fuck it. I jog. Qualner's getting brave. Fuck this shit. I'm not afraid of no rats. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. And he jogs down the street.
Your anonymous guide is still whispering, "Ratcleaver."
I put his words out of my mind.
You run down the hallway. Alright, so you follow this passage for a little bit before it opens up into another room.
Mm-hmm.
This one 10 by 10, and roll a perception check.
25.
Okay, you hear a splash, as you see a humanoid figure, silhouette of a humanoid figure, about 80 feet off. So like you can't quite make it out. All you can see is the silhouette walking towards you. Before you is this 10 by 10 room, and then it narrows down, and the hallway continues. And down the hallway.
I go in. I go into the 10 by 10 room.
Walking towards you, slow, deliberate. Splash. Splash.
How tall is the creature?
A little taller than you.
Okay. Can you give me any
check?
Another one? I just rolled a 25.
You spotted him. You were asking for details now.
18.
What were you asking?
I wanted just more details on what he looked like, clothing, appearance, weapons.
Like I said, he's out of your light radius, so all you can really see is the silhouette.
Okay.
Roughly humanoid, but kind of lumpy. Something doesn't look right.
Okay.
And just then you see the silhouette disappear and dash, presumably into a wall. Although you're guessing there's probably a passage there that you can't see. So now you are alone at the entrance to this 10 by 10 room.
Oh, I'm gonna go
Hallway in
attack.
front, a hallway behind.
Okay, I attack what I think is the Ratcleaver. I will charge because it's out of the light radius. That means it's at least 30 feet away from me.
I said it was 80 feet away from you.
Yeah, yeah.
But I just said it disappeared from your vision.
Well, I charged its last known location.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so you go running down this hallway.
Yeah, because I figure if I
about...
can't see it now, I'll be able to see it, when I get closer. That was my impression.
Yeah. Well, you get around 75 feet, and you come to another intersection. This time just to the left, or you can continue forward.
Okay. Left.
Okay. You hear faintly in the distance splashing, like running, but it's just echoing throughout all of the halls. You can't tell where it's coming from.
Damn it. I don't care. I keep running left.
Okay. You come to a fork, left and right. Or sorry, left, right, and forward. Four-way intersection.
I stop. I turn around and I go back the way that I came, and then I take a right and go back into the room where my guide was.
Okay. The splashing sounds like it's coming from behind you. And now that you turned around.
I occasionally glance back that way. But I go But I go back into the room with the guide.
Okay. Alright. You hear a lot of commotion as you start to approach. So you reach the 10 by 10 room, and then you start walking down the hallway towards the larger room, and you hear a lot of commotion. Some whispers, and then a lot of squeaking.
Okay, I pick up my pace.
Okay. You step into this 25 by 20... Well, as you approach the 25 by 25 room, you see several more figures than you were expecting. Most of them are these rat men, but gathered around their feet are giant rats. You step into the room.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you step into the room. There's probably maybe a dozen rat men, and probably twice that giant rats gathering around their feet. The rats are sort of shifting. Sometimes they'll leave and come back, or they can actually fit through that giant grating. So they're ebbing and flowing, but lots of rats. And your guide, cackling laughter.
Where is the Ratcleaver? He ran from me.
They're all pushed up against the side walls.
Where'd the Ratcleaver go? The cowardly creature fled from my sight.
Your guide chants, Ratcleaver, Ratcleaver.
I sheathe Bloodletter and walk up to him and grab him by the scruff of his shirt.
The rat men join in his chant, growing louder and louder. Ratcleaver, Ratcleaver, Cleaver. Silence.
I turn around to look the way that I
hand around the guide. You turn around, and you see down the staircase a pair of feet. Furry, large man feet.
Coming down the staircase that I entered into this room?
Step. And now you see feet and furry calves. Another step.
Let go of the shirt.
Large, muscular thighs.
I crack my neck, stretch out my shoulders, and draw Bloodletter again.
A few more steps, and you can see the creature to the waist. Looks like a pair of furry, muscular human legs, wearing nothing but a loincloth. And a few more steps reveal his arms, one of which holds a short sword, the other just a clenched fist and claws. And another step, and you see another pair of arms. Another clenched fist, and in his top right hand, he clutches a meat cleaver. And a few more steps reveals another of these rodent-like faces. This one battle scarred. He's got a patch over one eye and a chip out of his ear. And he steps the rest of the day way down the staircase and takes a few splashes into the center of the room.
Where's Rosegrove? The man you took.
And he lunges for you.
I attack. 8 with my short sword. And well, no, I'm sorry. That should have been a 6. 9 with bloodletter.
So you miss, right?
Yeah, both of them miss. Ratcleaver, rat.
Oh, you didn't. Well, I guess you did see that, but at least I didn't include combat bonuses.
Yeah, that's nice. I take it 1 hit then?
Yes, 1 hit.
Rat.
With the short sword, not with the Ratcleaver.
Rat.
Only for 1 damage.
Ratcleaver.
It's catchy, isn't it?
Rat.
Cleaver.
Oh god. 9 and 14 against it.
The 14 actually hits.
Ooh.
He's
5.
He has just patches of leather clothes, and he's got a pauldron on his shoulder. It's like the metal shoulder piece of mail, and like an elbow guard, but not much in the way of a full suit of armor. 5 points of damage. Is that bloodletter or is that?
That is bloodletter. Rat.
Okay. So you gain 2 HP.
Yes.
And he circles around you. You turn to face him, but he's just a frenzy of blows. Highest is a 16, which is a miss.
Okay.
So, 3rd round of combat. None of the onlookers are harassing you at all. They've formed a circle around the edge of the room. More than a dozen ratmen at this point. And
I go in.
Rats.
I go in for a disarm, an offensive disarm.
Awesome. Yeah. So make an attack roll against AC 0.
That's a terrible idea. I have to roll a 17 to make that work.
Yes. Yes. I mean, disarms are really only good against lower level opponents.
Can I switch bloodletter to my main hand?
You're ambidextrous, so I'll let you use whichever.
Cool.
How does that affect anything?
I think. It's impossible to disarm a weapon 2 sizes larger than your own. So unless he's wielding a size large cleaver.
He's got a short sword and a meat cleaver.
Yeah, I'm going for the meat cleaver. Yeah, so it doesn't change anything because both short sword and dagger are size small. So, D20 plus 5, 16. Yes, that was the best choice ever.
Yeah, so he gets
21
roll.
Natural.
That's going to be tough to beat.
Opposing strength checks.
Doesn't he get? He gets. I thought it was, no. It's not. I thought it was opposed attack rolls.
Oh, maybe it is. Okay. I am looking up the rules right now.
Yeah, so he only rolls an 11.
He has to roll against AC 16.
Okay.
It is
so
impossible
4 to that. 15 or something. You still beat him.
They work just like blocks. Okay. If the character... When a character tries to... Oh, no, that's it. It's disarmed then. There's no strength contest.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's just an imposed attack roll.
Yeah. When it
Lunge forth
disarm...
with Bloodletter, locking in with his meat cleaver and giving it a twist. And hurling the shiny, blood-stained meat cleaver into the tepid water at your feet. Offhand attack with your sword.
Yeah. +3. 6. The short sword.
That is a miss. How does recovering a disarmed weapon work? Does it have any
It says it's a half move to disarm it. It falls 1 to 10 feet away from you and is a half move to recover.
Okay. So he first makes an attack at you with his short sword. Missing with a 13. When he goes to pick up his cleaver, provoking an attack opportunity.
Alright, I swing in with Bloodletter. 12?
No, that's not going to do it.
Alright, so it's 13 or 14 AC. Okay.
And I guess he just picks it back up.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. Shit.
It's a good plan.
That was a good plan. I attack him again, short sword in hand. 20, natural 17.
Yeah.
I take it he is size large, right? I've been rolling large damage. Or size medium.
Yeah, size medium. I mean, he's just a hair taller than the average rat man, but he has 4 arms.
7 damage and a 2. My 7th 2 of the night with my Bloodletter. Yeah.
Alright. The meat cleaver still shines silver beneath the shit. A 16 and a 14. Your AC is OP.
My AC is
Next
the only
round,
reason I can survive.
and your blood-drinking weapon.
Yes. 21, natural 18. That must clear by 5.
That does clear by 5.
6 damage. And saving throw versus death.
Yeah. Let me pull up. I think that's a fail.
1 severity. No damage. No significant effects.
Matter. Sorry, how much damage?
6 damage.
Okay. He's bleeding profusely, but still coming at you, snapping and snarling. You haven't heard him say a word. He's just hissing and spitting blood. Constantly circle strafing around you and whirling at you with his blades. Did you make your offhand attack?
I did. It was a 2. No, it wasn't. No.
No, you haven't made offhand attack.
D20 plus 5. Thank you. 15.
15 is a hit.
3 damage. 5 damage with the plus 2.
With Bloodletter or with your...
Bloodletter.
Okay, so you gain the 2 damage, or 2 life.
Nice. I'm at full.
Not for long. 21.
Ooh. Ooh.
He sinks into you with his meat cleaver for 5 points of damage.
Oh.
No fair. Aaron's ruining the spooky mood.
Alright.
You there?
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
Does his short sword hit?
His short sword missed. Sorry, but the Ratcleaver sunk in.
Okay.
Spoiler alert! Now it deals D5 damage. In case it's all intriguing to you.
D5 damage.
D5 damage dagger. The Ratcleaver.
D20 plus 3 with the short sword to hit. 22 natural 19. Yes.
That is a critical.
7 damage.
Oh, just enough. You
Just
sink your short sword into his gut.
As I feel it slip into the hilt, I bring Bloodletter around and stab him in the neck with it.
All right, roll the hit. He's still conscious with your short sword in his gut. His red eyes glaze over.
15.
He spits up blood in your face and
Rest in
proceeds to
pieces.
collapse into the shit river at your feet. A silence falls over the audience.
One of the Ratmen sneezes.
Yeah.
I turn around.
In fact, the sneeze came from a small human child amongst the crowd.
I turn to look at it.
You see a small human boy amongst the rats.
Where's your father? I say to him.
You approach him and he just quivers.
I wrap my cloak around him, or I don't know if I have a cloak on me. I probably don't. No, I came from traveling. I have my traveling cloak with me. Yeah, I kind of wrap it around him to shield him from the people, from the rat men, and I say, "Where's your father? Is he alive?"
He just looks up at you in silence.
I look at the guys around me. Sheath Bloodletter. Hold the sword out and put the kid's hand on the handle of the sword so he holds it so there's still light. Take off my cloak, wrap it around the kid, letting it drip in the puddle. Take the sword off of him, turn him around to face away from me, and go over to the rat man and hack his head off with the short sword. If it gets, when I start getting close to the stone, I'll take out his meat cleaver and just hack the head off the rest of the way with that.
Yeah. For a nasty sewer meat cleaver, it's remarkably shiny. And it does a good job of beheading him. He had a thick, muscular neck. Your short sword was not doing the trick. It's more of a piercing weapon.
Yeah.
But the meat cleaver finishes the job.
Okay. Once the head gets cut off, I wipe the meat cleaver off as much as possible on the cloak. I do the same thing with my short sword, actually, because I did not... Oh, shit. I wasn't including my -1.
To hit?
Yeah.
We'll let it slide. You're on your way to being proficient.
Okay.
You should have -2.
I have a penalty of 2 to hit with it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been including that, but I didn't include the -1 from it being covered in shit.
Oh, yeah, okay, whatever.
But I only rolled 114. Was his AC 14?
You bastard. But I think what was the last hit with Bloodletter?
Oh yeah, I totally hit him with Bloodletter at the end. I didn't even roll damage. It would have been D4 plus 2. It would have been another 3. My first hit was a 5 with my short sword against AC 14.
I don't know. He did have AC 14, so that did make a difference. Would have made a difference, but fuck it, I don't care. He's dead.
Nope, that was a 14 with Bloodletter. Oh, but it did do 5 damage. So the 15 wouldn't even... The 14 doesn't matter. I still would have made all my same hits.
Okay.
That doesn't actually have any effect. I give the kid the meat cleaver after I wipe it and the short sword off onto the cloak. And I say, we're going home now, okay? And I pat him on the butt.
Silent, terrified.
And lead him up the stairs.
Okay.
As we cross the threshold upstairs, I kneel down and look him eye to eye and say, if your dad's alive, I need you to nod your head right now. Okay, let's go.
Wait. Oh, okay. Sure.
Yeah, I give him a couple seconds to respond, and then if he doesn't... I thought that was his response, it was just standing there.
He gave you a tentative nod.
He's alive? Where is he? Stay here. Don't go anywhere. If one of those men comes at you, you hit him with this meat cleaver. I go back down the staircase, and I say,
Okay.
Where's the child's
Enter
father?"
cackling laughter from your guide. The rat men actually begin to scurry and scatter and make for the exits.
I draw I guess my sword's already drawn. I approach the guard, sword in hand, and I want to walk all the way up to him and keep the sword like pointed, not touching his belly, but inches away from his belly.
The guide.
Yeah, the guide.
He doesn't appear intimidated by this gesture. You're getting the impression that this man is totally insane.
Yeah. Where's the father?
If that didn't come across already.
Yeah, that's yeah, I got that impression.
He gives you a twisted smile. He says, "He is gone. Be grateful that you have saved the child."
I sheathe the dagger, grab the man by his hair, and drag him up the staircase towards the child. When we get in front of the child, I wrench his head back roughly, look at the kid and say, "Is this your father?"
The child pulls away and shakes his head.
No? Good. I run him through with a short sword.
Well, shit. Roll. I'll give you an auto hit on the first one. Roll for damage.
4.
This is with your short sword?
Yeah. That 4 does include the +2 damage bonus.
Yeah. So you slash him with a short sword, and he wails and twitches. You still have a grip on his hair, but he's still.
I toss him to the ground, let him flail, let him suffer.
Right. He stays on his hands and knees and looks up at you and hisses. And if you leave him on the floor, he actually scampers back down the staircase.
I leave him on the floor. He scampers away. I take the kid by the
Child
hand.
Up you, still clutching the meat cleaver in his hands.
I put bloodletter away, take the kid by the hand, walk back down the staircase, and I say, "Okay, if you know where your dad is, you need to take me to him right now. Lead the way. We don't have all day, though. Hurry."
Scared.
Hurry.
Can we get out of this place?
Not until we find your father. Why do you not want to save your father? Do you want to leave him here?
He nods.
Why? Is he a bad person?
He looks troubled by this question. Too complicated for a child to answer.
Is your father alive? Is he in one piece? If he was here, could I take him home with us, or is he gone?
I don't. They said he's not coming back.
Take me now.
Silence. He stares.
I push the kid a little bit further into the room.
He moves where you push him, and continues to stare at you.
All right, let's go home. I take him by the hand and proceed back up the staircase and back the way that we
Walk
came.
up the staircase to a 10 by 10 room with a hallway in front of you, hallways to your left and right.
I proceed straight.
Okay. You walk straight.
I proceed straight through
all
all the
around
intersections because I didn't take a single turn.
Okay, yeah. All around you hear scurrying and splashing, but nothing close. It's just these passageways echo. Okay, so you get to, there's a 10 by 10 room. There's a left, right, straight. You walk straight down a hallway, and you get to another 4-way intersection.
Mm-hmm. I keep going straight through all the hall intersections. Unless that's not the right way, in which case I'm lost. But that's the way I think is the correct way home. I think I just went straight. No. He took a left. He did take a left. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold
okay.
On. Okay. Hold on.
I spoiled it all with my significant looks, but you are hopelessly lost standing in a 4-way intersection.
No. Coming from when I went down the thing, I dropped down. There's a doorway. We went straight. Then we went left. Then we went straight. Or did we go straight left? Fuck.
This is what happens when you stab your guide.
I think we want straight, left, straight. But if these rooms are all... Okay, hold on. I'm gonna need to... Can you give me a clean page to make a drawing on, a doodle on?
Yeah, it was probably been a better idea like an hour ago when we first descended, but
Whatever.
I'll let you fumble around. What's on this page? Blue. Not that one. All right, there you go.
Okay. So if it was straight, left, I would end up over here. If it was straight, left, straight, because I'm going to assume the tunnels connect into like a grid. So I only hope out of here.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I mean that's your impression is that there's a grid under here, but you're not sure. I mean, at this point, you're not sure where you've turned and where you've just gone straight.
Right, but I'm either way... Oops. I think I'm either over here or over here. So I am going to go... No, I'm either here or here. So I will go... Okay, so I get to that first... Not the room that with the downward staircase that we climbed up in, not that 10 by 10
So you
room.
climb the staircase, you're in a 10 by 10 room.
I go straight.
Yeah. Okay. And then
come to a
maybe
four-way
50, 100
intersection.
feet, you come to a four-way intersection.
I go straight.
Okay. You walk maybe another 100 feet and you come to another four-way intersection.
I go right.
You go right.
Is this also like 100-foot break gap?
Yeah, it's hard to tell if they're all exactly uniform, but about that. And then you come to another four-way intersection.
I go right.
Okay. The scampering seems to grow louder as you come to another four-way intersection.
I go right.
Okay. You come to another intersection.
I go left.
All right. You walk 100 feet or so, and you come to a 10 by 10 room with a hallway in front of you and hallways to your left and right.
What? Oh, this is.
The hallway in front of you has a staircase going down it.
That's not possible. I went straight.
Right.
I went
Right.
straight, right, left. So
You
if
never
I
made a
started,
left.
yeah, that very last one was left. If I started here, I would have gone straight, right, left.
Oh, left. Okay.
Yeah,
Wait, straight,
right, left.
right, left. Okay, I guess I misheard. All right, I heard. Okay.
Should be the equivalent of going straight, right, straight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go straight. You take a right turn, come to another intersection, take a right turn, come to another intersection, take a left turn. And you come to another intersection.
Oh God. I go straight again.
All right. You come to another intersection. Roll a perception check.
13.
All right. So at the last minute, you're in this intersection trying to think out which way to go, and a pair of giant rats comes bounding down the hall towards you.
I look at them and keep my weapons out, brace for attack if they attack.
They approach and they get right up next to you, and they scurry around you and continue down the hallway. It'd be to your left, but they were just walking down straight.
I get down on one knee and look to the kid and say, okay, we're lost. And I'm getting hungry.
Right. The kid doesn't laugh. Ratcleaver.
I might have to eat you, I say as I grab the Ratcleaver out of his hand.
Are you serious?
If I hack him to bits and eat him now, can we just pretend this never happened and it was a Halloween episode?
The kid lets go of Ratcleaver, gives a shriek, and just runs straight down the hallway. Back to the game.
I chase after him. I hope I can outrace the little kid.
Do you attempt to overtake him, or do you just chase him?
I attempt to overtake him and, grab onto his collar and stop him. I was kidding. It was a joke. It was a joke, kid.
He looks up at you, tears in his eyes. Qualnir is the real Ratcleaver.
But for serious, I don't know where we are. No, I know what we're doing. I have it. I know how we're getting out of here. I go... Which way did he... I want to go back to the room where I was kneeling with and yelling at him about... Or threatening him with the Ratcleaver. I want to go back there.
Okay. Yeah, you backtrack like a couple intersections.
Okay. I go back... I'm going to retrace my steps. So I'm going to go backwards, which is now front. So I'm going to go, I turn around and I go... So now it goes forward, and I'm just going to follow the exact same course that I took before. So I'm going to go forward, right, left, and straight.
Okay. You're back at a four-way intersection.
With the staircase?
There's no staircase. I have successfully... Straight. You keep going straight? Yeah, you take two straights. First straight takes you into that 10 by 10 room.
Right. The next one takes
and
me
another, and this forward passage is a staircase.
Okay. I look for... I go down the staircase with the kid, and I look for the circle where the light was shining in and all the sewage was draining out.
Yeah, so you walk down the staircase, and dead ahead there is a sewage drain.
I look out the drain and say, hey, do you think you could fit down there? Outside of that drain is freedom from this hellhole.
The kid can fit. You probably can't.
You said it was 2 feet wide?
No, that was the grates. This is just like
this was also a 2 foot wide circular hole.
It's bigger than 2 feet. It's wider than that, but it's got bars on it.
Oh, shit.
So they're maybe 1 foot gaps. How old is young Timmy? He's 7 years old, so he can fit through this little 1 foot wide gap. But you don't think you can. You'd probably have to bend the bars or destroy the bars. Or
Fine, I'll try and bend the bars.
What's your bend bars?
7.
I'll give you +2 because they're pretty rusted and nasty. Oh, 7%?
7%.
So I'll give you +10% because they're rusted and nasty.
Okay.
So lift gates is the D20.
Open doors is D20. Bend bars, lift gates is the same thing.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, no, 97. Oh, that should have been a D10 minus, or D100 minus 10. 77 is still a fail, though.
Yeah, the bars don't bend, but the kid peeks out the grate and looks up.
Mm-hmm.
Do you encourage him to...
Well, what do you see? What do you see, Timmy? What do you see?
I see the sky.
Is there ocean below you?
He pulls his head out and nods.
Okay.
You can look your head out and see. You just can't fit your whole body through.
Okay, so I can fit through the tunnel and then look up the. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a sewer grating, but
I
they're
just
like
thought the grate was on the inside, not on the very outside, but that makes sense. Okay.
you can even fit your head through the bars, but you can't fit your shoulders through.
Right. Okay.
It's hundreds of feet down to the ocean. Only about 20-foot climb to the surface.
Okay. I am going to start with my back to the wall where the grate is. I bring the kid back inside.
Mm-hmm.
And I pace.
I was all ready with my climb check to roll to see if the kid made it or fell to his death.
No.
Qualnir's going to take the safe route.
Well, it's not the safe route. It's the route that I wanted to get out of here, and I want to succeed with the kid or eat him if I can't find food. I pace. I take my steps and put like one foot in front of the other. No, I just pace myself. You know, if you take like a stride, it's roughly 3 feet ish. So I will just stride forward and count my steps until I hit the bottom of the staircase.
Okay.
How many feet is it, or how many steps is it?
25 feet.
Okay.
From grate to staircase.
Okay. No, we got this, guys. We are going to logic our way out of this place. 25 feet to from grate to staircase. Okay. My house is 15, 30, 30 and 15, 45, 40, 50, 60, 75 or 80 feet long. 75 or 80 feet long, I can't remember exactly which. And then behind my house, there is a short walkway, and then there's the cliff. I don't remember how wide that is, but it was not that wide. It was like 50 feet, maybe? So I'm roughly 130 feet. The edge of my house is roughly 130 feet away from the cliffside. And the sewer drain is most of the way through my house. So my house is roughly... My entrance to the sewer is roughly, very, very roughly, 100 feet from the ocean. So if this is 25 feet, and I glance at the staircase, how wide does that look to be? Ballparking.
How wide is the staircase?
How long? Like, if you were... I'm sorry. What is the length of the staircase, not including its height? Just its horizontal length.
Are you trying to get 130 feet from the cliff?
Yeah, well, I want to, yeah, so is the staircase...
Okay, I'm not going to break it down. You can figure that out. So, if you figure... Okay, so you've got that 25 by 25 room.
Mm-hmm.
You pace it out. You go up the staircase. You go through the 10 by 10 room, the intersection. And the next intersection is approximately, whatever you calculate, like 130 feet from the cliff face. If that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah.
Does that...
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you're at this intersection. There's the 10 by 10 room. There's the 25 by 25 room where you fought Ratcleaver.
Okay, I go
right. And that's the shore.
I just go right here. And I count the number of intersections that I pass.
Okay.
And I will walk
one.
for 4 intersections.
You pass 2. You pass 3. You get to the 4th, and the kid says, "I'm scared."
So am I. Okay. Starting with that 4th intersection, I will take a right and walk down it.
Okay. You walk down and you come to another 4-way intersection?
I take a right. So I'm going back the other way.
Another 4-way intersection?
Keep going.
Another 4-way intersection?
I got one more.
You come to a 10 by 10 room with doors with a hallway to your left, to your right, and forward.
Okay. Maybe I mixed up. Maybe we went right instead of going left. But I've been Because when we came out of my house, we went out that sewage drain. I walked towards the ocean for a ways and then went down. Oh, I went down the third on the left sewer drain.
Yeah, you wrote that down, but I don't know how much that matters. Actually, then maybe my dimensions are a little off. But whatever. This is the shore isn't necessarily straight.
Yeah. I sit down and tell little Timmy I think we're lost and we're gonna die in a sewer.
Come on, Neil. We can't end our session in a sewer.
Oh, God. Okay, no. I got this. We definitely took a left. But I'm gonna double check. Wait a minute. Okay. So I'm back in that main intersection.
Yeah, you are now back in that 10 by 10 room.
Okay. With my back to the staircase, I go on my first right.
You're back. You take the first right.
I take my first right. I
That's where you
don't
just
even
came
go straight. Just right.
That's where you just came from.
That's where I came from, correct.
Okay.
I head back to that next intersection, which we are now going to call intersection 1. The starting intersection is intersection 0, just for reference.
Okay, I'll start putting these labels on my map.
Alright, intersection 1,
Mhm.
I take a right at. So I'm heading towards the ocean at intersection 1.
Okay, you come to a room about 10 by 10. There is a hallway to your left and to your right, and bare wall straight ahead.
I go right.
You return to the 25 by 25 foot room with the staircase.
Alright, so that room must slope then.
It must slope.
There must be a hallway sloping, because I climbed some stairs.
Yes, it is. The 25 by 25 room is a little...
Not the room, but the previous hallways must be sloped.
Yes, it is.
The hallway
Yeah,
between
sorry,
intersection 0 and
the-
1. Okay, that's fine.
The
It doesn't
hallway
matter if they're
between
sloped or
1
not.
and the 10 by 10 room is sloped. Yes.
That's fine. Okay. All right. I'm figuring this out. I need to make a real map for my own sanity here. Okay, so we've got a 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 10, 15, 20. All right, we got a 25 by 25 room and a hallway that leads out of it to a 10 by 10 room.
Yeah, up a staircase. I can't see what you're drawing, but...
It's on the far right side.
I can't see what you're drawing.
Oh, yeah, because it's not... I didn't finish drawing it yet.
Oh, okay.
God, my drawings are not working out right now. Whatever, it doesn't matter. This comes out here. And then
The 10 by 10 room?
Yeah, here like this.
I'm glad I've succeeded in conveying how difficult it is to navigate in these sorts of mazes.
Yeah. Okay. And we've been out to here. I made the scale terrible.
You have not. The way you've drawn this is all wrong.
It's no longer to scale, but it's a series of
The directions
right
are
angles,
wrong.
right?
Your
It's
lefts
just
and rights are backwards from what you were telling me earlier. Oh, never mind. So this is the second 10 by 10. This down here is the second 10 by 10. Wait.
I don't know. Maybe that's not it. This is the room. I'm pinging right here. This is intersection 1. This up here is intersection 0. The left side of the map is the wall.
Okay.
That looks out.
Actually, this is intersection 1. Sure.
Right. Yeah, that's what I pinged. I thought.
Yeah, and that's intersection 0. Okay. Yes, then this is correct.
Okay.
And you went like 4 squares down that way. Whoops. What is going on?
I'm going to redraw this because this is a piece of shit map. Okay. Here we have the room. read it out like this. These things are surprising. You miss one turn, and all of a sudden you are lost.
Pretty much, yeah. And you have that chalk in your backpack. Why didn't you use it?
Because I wasn't thinking. This is exactly the situation where you use the chalk. This is the purpose of the chalk. Okay. All right, we have a grid of things. Now, if I recall correctly, I'll make an intelligence check, so maybe we can help me out if I miss something. Oh, nope, that's a 1. Fucking shit. Anyway, if I recall correctly, I started in a room with a door. And that's all. It was a room that had a door, and he opened the door, and he proceeded out the room.
There was no door, but there was a room, yes.
Okay, maybe you said
like there was a doorway. Yeah.
Doorway. Okay, there we go. I go back into the room with the outlet, and I poke my head out the hole, and I look to see how far away the port is, the harbor is.
Let me take a peek at this map. The harbor is to your left, and it is about. You can actually see the first dock, maybe a couple 100 feet to your left. Actually, closer to like 500 feet to your left.
Okay. Do you want to tell me how far my house is from the docks?
Your house is a little more than that.
Well, shit. At some point, there must have been a right instead of a left. I've been heading... Okay. I go back to intersection 0.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah.
I take a left.
Okay. Intersection 0, or the intersection 0 is that room, right? 10 by 10
No.
room.
Yeah. This
okay.
is right here.
Okay. All right. So you
I
come to a
left.
4-way intersection.
And when I get here, I go right.
Okay. Another intersection.
And I go right.
Another intersection.
And I go left. No, I'm sorry, not right. I didn't mean right. I meant straight.
Yeah,
I meant straight.
You're like, I like baseball every time you describe yourself walking in a complete circle. All right, I go right, and then I go right.
Okay, so from intersection 0, I go left, then I go right, then I go straight.
All right, you come to another 4-way intersection.
Then I go left again.
All right, another 4-way intersection.
Fuck! I go left.
Another 4-way intersection.
Keep going left.
Left again?
No, not left. Just keep going straight. I'm lost. I don't even know where I am anymore. I don't know the words that I'm saying.
You're so close.
God.
All right.
God. Okay.
So you go straight and you come to another intersection.
All right. Fuck this thing. All right, little Timmy. Fuck this thing. I go back to the room with the hole in the wall.
How do you get there? You're now standing in a 4-way intersection.
God, I don't even remember what I said. I'm so lost. I look at the water in the ground. Which way is the water flowing?
You look down. The water is flowing straight ahead.
I follow it.
You follow it, and you come to a dead-end wall with hallways to your left and right, and the water flows to your left.
I go left.
Okay. You pass another intersection, and then eventually slope down to the room with the grate.
Good. Okay. I notice. Okay, I want to go back to intersection 0 then.
Okay, yeah, let's this up the staircase from where you are right now.
And I just take a look at the direction of the water. Is it going? Where is it going?
From intersection 0, it's flowing into this room and then down the staircase. So there's
Okay.
little like troughs on the edge of the staircase.
So if you're looking at the map, and I'm right here,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to walk straight. So there's no turns or anything. Down to like over here. And as I walk each intersection, I want to note the direction of the flow of water.
Okay. All right. So you walk to the first intersection, and water is sort of flowing from forward and to your left towards you, and then behind you to the grate.
Wait, so all the water is flowing in one direction.
I mean, there's
right?
4 paths of water. There's paths of water. Okay, yeah. So yeah, that is correct. But in addition, there's also water. I mean, the paths down that way is flowing towards you. Oops. What the hell can't I draw? No,
The other way?
Other way, down there.
Okay. So so as I walk around, all the water is flowing towards this central channel, right?
At least in this vicinity, yeah. All of it seems to be directed towards this room here, towards the room with the grate.
Well, that is really shitty. That does not help me at all. So all the water to the bottom side, to the south of this stuff, flows up towards this. Towards.
Yes. Yes.
Shit. I was really hoping that wasn't the case. I was hoping there was all the water was heading in like. Fuck. Damn it. No. Crap. Okay. How do I? All right. I'm gonna come back, and I'm going to check this.
Oh my god. This is not what I was expecting for this session. But I'm a little bit pleased.
You're expecting more Ratcleaver, less...
More Ratcleaver, less lost in the sewers.
Don't get lost, guys, okay? Alright. I'm going to use my chalk. And I'm just gonna... No, I don't. You know what? Fuck my chalk. I don't need my chalk. All the water is always flowing in one direction. I'm fine. If I get lost, I'll just follow the course of water, and I'll end up back here, or I'll end up at some exit somewhere. I can't get that badly. I can't get more lost than I am right now. So I will, from intersection 0, I will head left, which is north. I will head north for 2 blocks.
Okay. All right. You pass one 4-way intersection, get to another 4-way intersection,
and then I start heading. Fuck it, I'll take one more straight.
You come to a dead end, and then there's paths to your left and right.
I go right.
You take a right, and you come to a 10x10 room with passage to your right and forward. The left wall is solid, with a 2-foot grate at the ceiling.
So... Here, this is. It looks like that, right? Straight and right and left. Behind me, forward and to the right, and there's a 10-foot grate in the ceiling.
And you're in a 10x10 room at that point.
Okay.
And then there's a 2-foot grating at the ceiling.
Okay. I lift the kid up, and I have him crawl through the grate and tell me what he sees.
A hallway? There's a light. I see a light.
Okay. Good. Can I reach and grab the grate? Or is it too high?
It's only like an 8-foot ceiling. You can jump and grab the grating and pull yourself up. No climb check required.
Okay, I pull myself through the grate.
You pull yourself into a 10-foot hallway. To your left is a open grating to the outside world, to the sun.
I go right.
You go right past another pair of gratings, and you eventually come to the familiar sandstone passageway back to your
Oh
house.
my god. I could have sworn you said he took a left, not that he took a right.
I don't know. I can't recall. We can watch the
Of
VOD.
course, I've got lost. That's my own damn
In
fault.
my mind, you were going fine, and then you took a right on the return path. You headed south on your return path, and just started wandering way off down into the sewers instead of returning home.
Well, okay. I climb back out. I leave out through the entrance, and I tug on the rope. I don't just like start climbing the rope. I tug on it a few times, and yell up, "Do you have the other end?" And not like a hard tug, but like just enough jerk to make it move a few inches.
It's actually it's just solidly tied to something.
Okay. I have the kid climb for me, and then I follow up behind him. If he can climb the rope. Can the child climb the rope?
Let me roll and see. First, let's get back to the Sistis map. Too many maps. Well, 20 needs a better user interface for managing a million maps. Close your eyes. Herp. Okay. Yes, I do get to roll that climb check for the kid. Sure, yeah, the kid can climb the rope.
Cool. Alright, I climb out and go sit on the edge of the roof with the kid, looking down to where I expect the sunblade to be.
The sunblade is not there. In his place, sort of next to your house, is just a massive sandstone block with the rope tied around the end of it.
Cool. I point to the Rose Grove's house. Is that your house? I say to him, the kid.
He nods, still clutching the meat cleaver.
I take the meat
like
cleaver
you would
out of
have
his
teddy
hands.
bear. He resists, but eventually gives it up.
And I have him sit on my shoulders, and I climb down the rope. And then I knock on the door of the Rose Grove's house. And then I knock, and then I open at the same time. I assume this place is so wonderful that it's like Canada, where no one locks their doors.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hello? Ms. Rosegrove? Serving girl?
Eventually, a woman who you do not recognize comes. She is dressed all in black. She has curly black locks and blue eyes that look bleary red. She looks.
Hi.
Timmy!
Meat cleaver in hand, I usher the child off to her.
She embraces her son.
Sorry about the smell.
Sweet. Oh my God, Timmy, are you okay? Thought I'd never see you again. Thank you, sir. What is your name?
My name is Qualnir. I am your next door neighbor, actually.
She's not sure how to take this. whether to blame you or embrace you as her savior.
I was out of town. Some monsters burst in through the sewers into my house. I'm sorry about the trouble. It's not my fault, really, but I figured it's the neighborly thing to do.
I can't thank you enough for bringing my child back to me. My husband?
If you had to pick one, who would you pick? And I leave.
All right. And that seems like a good place to wrap it up for today. Experience.
Oh my God, that was exhausting.
Go ahead and add Ratcleaver to your character sheet. It is a D5 dagger, basically.
Ratcleaver.
And it's particularly shiny. We can investigate later if you'd like.
But it's considered a dagger?
Yeah, all combat properties of a dagger, but it deals D5 instead of D4. Have it D5, D4 instead of D4, D3.
And what did you say its magical bonus was?
None.
Damn it. Okay.
That you know of.
D5/D3.
D5/D4.
D4, yeah.
But it
1
cannot be
pound?
thrown. Yeah, same as a dagger, but it can't be thrown, but the damage is increased.
Okay.
All right, you gain 1350 combat experience for slaying the rat men and the four-armed rat beast. And another 1,000 for rescuing little Timmy.
Wouldn't tell me where his dad was. Otherwise, I would have rescued him too. And I didn't want to beat it out of him.
Or cleave it out of him.
Or cleave it out of him. I figure if Timmy doesn't want to go get back his dad, there's probably a really good reason why he doesn't want to go get his dad back.
Got a little picture of the Ratcleaver up there.
Ooh, let me see.
I can't tell where the fucking screen is.
Ooh, yeah. Oh.
DM doodles.
All right. Times 10%. 2,585 experience. Brings me to 68,240. 2,000 experience away from leveling.
Oh, I knew you were close. I get it.
Oh, man, if I had gotten his dad, I would have been safe.
Or if you'd killed those treants. Come on, what were you thinking?
I thought the treants were going to be a scary thing. I honestly thought that if I ran from them, because you said something about Halloween episode, I thought if I ran from the treants in a forest that they would just be wherever I needed to be. Like, that would be part of
that would have been
the
fun.
episode, is that like running from the treants, but they keep showing up or all the trees come to life or something. I thought that if that was the Halloween encounter of the treants, that no matter what I did, I'd be screwed because I was in a forest. So
no, I gotta keep you guessing.
yeah, so I figured run, and then Ryan will make an epic Halloween story out of me fleeing from trees in a forest, or I go to the real story somewhere else. I don't know. Winged it. What was the tree gonna do? Was it gonna eat me?
That wasn't the whole. I don't know. What do you mean?
Was it gonna eat me?
Ratcleaver was the real encounter.
Yeah,
Ratcleaver. All right, you got any shout-outs?
Ratcleaver, Ratcleaver.
You let that insane man live. He's still prowling the sewers of Solstice, chanting Ratcleaver.
Well, that's a new storyline, and so is Timmy's dad's storyline. Those might turn into things someday.
You never know. If Qualnir lives long enough, these are all NPCs at my disposal.
And this, if you guys watched Getting More Out of Your RP, Getting More RP Out of Your Characters, if you watched that video, this is why you don't kill everything you meet, because then they can come back, and then you have a story that continues and unfolds, and you have dynamic things that enter and exit, and it's not just you leaving a swath of destruction behind you no matter where you go. As cool as that storyline is.
I was gonna say, sometimes it's fun to leave a swath of destruction. Sometimes you're better off letting little Timmy live.
Alright guys, tomorrow we're going to make a Ratcleaver Twitch emote, and it's going to be a thing. Alright, that's what we're doing tomorrow for Halloween.
Ooh, spooky.
Alright. Ryan, thank you for being an excellent DM. I will see you on Sunday for Honor Bound, Redemption of the New Guard.
Yes. Should be fun. Anything else? Or
Ratcleaver.
Okay, I'm gonna end this before it gets out of hand. Thanks for watching, guys.
Ratcleaver.
Ratcleaver.
Ratcleaver.